When you enter a home, most of the time you will see who is a maid servant or a house help and who are the real children. I don't know why it should be that. I don't know why it is so difficult for a child or a person to be loved. If you have a stepchild is your child. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Once again, my name is Akuya. On this channel, I aim to inspire, to motivate a bit of health and a bit of lifestyle. If you're new here, thank you for clicking on this video. And if you've already subscribed, thank you for coming back. So today, we're going to talk about something that is really, really important to me and I think should be discussed. It's about house helps, housemaids, stepchildren, stepkids, doesn't matter how you call it. But it's about people, especially children, living with people and how I think they should be treated. Growing up in Ghana, there are so many things that I saw about people that lived with other people. House helps, stepchildren, stepkids, and most of us actually witness how especially maidservant or house helps are treated. And once in a while we see some of them popping up online. Those are just the tip of the iceberg. The real issue with house helps and maidservant and stepchildren or people that live with other people and what these people go through under the people that they live with. So circumstances can put people under pressure and then they send their children to become house helps or housemaid. Okay, or somebody can have a stepchild from marrying somebody that has divorced, or probably the wife is dead, or probably the child was born out of wedlock through an affair. Okay, but it is not the fault of that child to have been born out of wedlock, or to have the parent dying, or the dad or the parent divorcing. Okay, but most of the time, when people are living with us, when people are living with you, it doesn't matter if it is a house help or a maidservant, however you call it, or a stepchild. Every person deserves love, especially children, because most of the house helps that we have back home are children, teenagers. Okay, so people give us their children because they are struggling to look after these children. They are not able to train them in school or put them in any trade or to learn any vocational skill, and then they come to help you take care of your home. But oftentimes, what do? We pour all the house chores on these people, on these children. They are cooking, they are cleaning, they are washing, everything they are doing it. We oftentimes forget why we went for them in the first place, to become help unto you. Why do you go for help? Because you're struggling to do some of these things yourself, because it is not easy to do all these things yourself. So you go in for these people to come and help you take care of your home, but then when they come, we leave everything to them to do. I'll ask you one question. If you are able to do everything by yourself, you wouldn't have gone in for that house help or maid servant. The fact that you cannot do it all by yourself should tell you that they cannot do it all by themselves as well. They need help. Okay? Don't leave everything for them. They are not robots. They get tired. They have blood running in them. They get tired just like you do. They get exhausted. That sometimes it's very, very difficult for them as well. But because they are helps, we don't care. Some of these helps sleep on the floor. They sleep on the kitchen. They eat the leftover of the food that they have prepared. Or they might not even eat that food at all. They have their own separate one they eat. They do not join the family. So the thing is, when you enter a home, most of the time you will see who is a maid servant or a house help and who are the real children. I don't know why it should be that. I don't know why it is so difficult for a child or a person to be loved. If you have a stepchild is your child. I would say remove that word step. It is a child. It is your child. Whether your husband's child or your wife's child. Okay? It is your child. And the child deserves love. That is all. Okay? Whatever you do for your child, your own child, do unto somebody's child. you only receive blessings when you do. Okay, if anything happens to you, because anything can happen to any of us, nobody knows the future. We only pray that nothing happens. But your child can be in the same situation that somebody's child is in right now. Okay, oftentimes you hear people like, I will not, a stepchild is coming to compete with my children over a property that I've actually gained with my husband. And so what? What is properties? Okay, and if you take that child as yours, I don't see why you should even have that thought in the first place. If you have that child with you and then you treat that child the same as your children, they will all grow up to become one big family or siblings. They will not even see the differences between them to know who is whose and who is what. All they know is they are siblings. They will not fight unless you bring that enmity, that differences between them growing up, that they grow up knowing who is who and who is who or who is what. But if you bring all of them in unity and in love, I don't see why they will grow up fighting over properties that you are worried about. I say, I am here. My daddy's properties are there. Yes, of course, they are there. But I am also fighting or trying to make my own properties. So I don't see why sometimes we get so caught up in, oh, they will come and fight over properties. And so what? There is nothing wrong in loving a child. Sometimes a friend or somebody might leave their child with you to take care of for probably a day. When the parents are there, you start smiling. But as soon as they go away, you know how you treat that child. Okay, because sometimes you know they cannot talk, or when their parents are there, they might not be able to say anything. Me, for instance, you know what? When somebody leaves their child with me, I think I even take care of that child more than my child, because I don't want anything to happen to somebody's child under my care. Do you see my eyes like that 24/7 looking after them? Because I want the parents or the mom to come and see that child just the way as a whole, just the way they were left under my care or in my care. A child needs love. It shouldn't be so hard to love a child. It doesn't matter who it is for, whether yours or somebody. It shouldn't be so hard to just love. Oftentimes I say we really don't know who will look after us when we are older. Sometimes our children that we are protecting or loving so much might not even be the ones that will look after us when we are older. But the strangers that we looked after, that stepchild that you looked after, will be the one that will come to your aid when you need it. Nobody knows the future. So treat every person with love. Any person that comes under your roof, treat with love, respect. Because they're human beings too, just like you, just like your children. Thank you for watching once again. Please like this video if you like it, and leave a comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.